Om Ajnantimirandasya Jnananjanashalaakaya Chakshuromilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadadi Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitantam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Pariyana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhavitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Harite Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhiraye Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopaha Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Namah Pankajanabhaya Namah Pankajamaline Namah Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajangre Namo Mahabadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratvishe Namaha Namo Brahmanyaya Devaya Go Brahmanahitaya Cha Jagaditaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasyatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sukham karoti vacha pangum langayate kripahtamaham vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Shri Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Om Pavitro Pavitro Vastam Gato Piva Yat Smaret Pundarikaksha Sabhyabhyantaram Suchi. Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu. Hare Krishna. Welcome all to Bhagavad Gita class. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Sushil Prabhu. Chapter 3, text 39. You have the mic, Prabhu? Wait a minute. 39.
आवृतं ज्ञानमेतेन ज्ञानिनो नित्यवैरिणा कामरूपेण कौन्तेय दुष्पूरेण नानलेन च.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Then we can off it. Yeah. Please repeat after me. Thus the wise living entities, pure consciousness, becomes covered by his eternal enemy in the form of lust, which is never satisfied, and which burns like fire. Purport. It is said in the Manusmriti that lust cannot be satisfied by any amount of sense enjoyment, just as fire is never extinguished by a constant supply of fuel. In the material world, the center of all activities is sex, and thus this material world is called Maithunya Agara, or the shackles of sex life. In the ordinary prison house, criminals are kept within bars. Similarly, the criminals who are disobedient to the laws of the Lord are shackled by sex life. Advancement of material civilization on the basis of sense gratification means increasing the duration of the material existence of a living entity. Therefore, this lust is a symbol of ignorance by which the living entity is kept within the material world. While one enjoys sense gratification, it may be that there is some feeling of happiness, but actually that so-called feeling of happiness is the ultimate enemy of the sense enjoyer. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. So clearly Prabhupada has explained. Not much to discuss actually. The more we succumb to lust, the more we are shackled. And the more we try to postpone working on lust, the more it postpones our journey back to Krishna. Right? It is so, it's simply impossible for us to conquer lust. That is why anarthas we cannot conquer, but we can pray to Krishna that please help me in this situation. Please help me. Right? We should be helpless in front of Krishna and ask. Otherwise, we are simply supplying fuel to our lust in different ways. Some people think I am living very simple life. That also is lust only. Because when we are thinking that I am living simple life, that simplicity is another simple lust. Right? It's very difficult to analyze who is living simple, who is not living simple. Krishna only knows. Because in the name of simplicity, we are actually leading a very self-centered life. That can also happen. Right? Lust means what? In simple words, self-centeredness. Everything is about me only. Everything is about I am in the center of the world. Everybody else is out, you know. Living in the same house, a daughter-in-law can feel that, you know, I am the center of the house. Right? Though she is serving her mother-in-law, but every time she gives a glass of water, she feels, see, I am doing a favor on you. That is also lust. External world, they can see, oh, so nicely she is serving. But deep inside, every time she does that, she is like, I am doing a favor on you. Not exactly these words, but since you are the mother of my husband, I am taking care of you. That genuine concern and service is not there. Right? And when we actually start serving without lust, we actually experience a happiness in that service. Until then, we cannot experience happiness. Even though we are doing service, we will not experience happiness. And that can be clearly seen. In every house, after 3-4 days or 3-4 weeks, there is a big fight. Because a lust that is artificially contained for some time, bursts one day. Right? Everything, he's like that, then it settles. And then again you feel that you are doing service, but actually nothing is settled. So the point is, the lust inside us is troubling us. Problem is not outside, problem is completely inside. When we fix ourselves internally, which is why the purpose of Bhagavad Gita classes, when we fix ourselves internally, then no external force can affect us. It is impossible for external force to affect us when we settle ourselves internally. And Prabhupada's purports are explaining us what we are and how we have to conquer this lust. And lust is not only troubling us, it is trapping us also. It is completely trapping us within this material world, as Prabhupada is clearly saying. That just by keeping this one lust, we are all imprisoned in this material world. Even if we want to go out, we can't go out. And where will you go? Right? Everywhere you go, the same need will again come. Why? Say for example, people are not treating you well in the house. Right? People are not treating you well in the house. Why are you not leaving the house? Huh? You should leave the house, right? Prabhuji, somebody has to cook for me, no? Somebody has to take care of this, no? Somebody has to take care of that, no? You're too attached. You're too attached. You're not, it's not like you love everybody in the house. You're using them. That's the reality. Because again, what comes in center is lust only. Our behavior is well understood by Krishna. Sometimes we need a guru to tell us what is our situation. Right? A mother-in-law is taking care of her daughter-in-law and telling the whole world, oh, she's like my daughter only. But deep inside what she's thinking, only he knows. Right? How much lust she has accumulated, only she knows. Same way, husband and wife, parents and children also. Parents and children also. Everywhere, wherever there is lust, there is a problem. So what is the only solution for lust? Love. Pure love. When we invoke pure love in our life, how do you invoke pure love in your life? Start doing selfless services. That is when you can invoke that pure love. If you don't invoke that, you will be staying in this world filled with lust and you'll never be happy. You're artificially making a fool of yourself. Right? And we have to make a genuine effort to do that pure love. Starting from home, not from outside. Prabhuji, give me service. You already have service in the house. Do one service without any expectation. One service in the house, purely without any expectation. And then you see how your life will change. It can be cooking, it can be cleaning, it can be helping, it can be earning or spending on something for others' happiness. Just do that one. But don't keep any expectation. Because I did this, it should not be recorded anywhere. It should go unrecorded. Even in your own heart, it should not be recorded. You're just doing it because you love to do it. Right? And then your life will change. Problem is we are not doing it. We are all centered around that lust. And that lust, kama, esha, krodha, esha, rajo, guno, samudbhava. Like previous shloka, Lord Krishna was telling, right? Mahashano mahapatma vidhi enam iha vaidnam. It is lust only, Arjuna, which is born of contact with the material mode of passion and later transformed into wrath, and which is the all-devouring sinful enemy of this world. And then Krishna explains how is it covering. That lust, how is it covering? For somebody it is covering like a smoke. For somebody it is covering like a dust. For somebody it is covering like an embryo. The more difficult to come out. Right? For a person in mode of goodness, it is covering like a smoke. For a person in mode of passion, he needs help to come out. Somebody has to clean like a dust. For somebody in mode of ignorance, it is covering like an embryo. You literally have to be pulled out. Otherwise, you're totally covered. You can't even feel the external world. So that is how lust is covering. Krishna is saying. We'll go further. Text number 40.
Indriyani manobuddhi
Indriyani manobuddhi
asyadhisthanamuchyate
asyadhisthanamuchyate
ete vimohayate tyesha
eter vimohyati esha
jnanam avrucya dehinam.
jnanam avritya dehinam. Okay. Yeah, it's a very important verse. You can off it too. You can off it. Keeps. Yeah. Please repeat after me. The senses, the mind, and the intelligence are the sitting places of this lust. Through them, lust covers the real knowledge of the living entity and bewilders him. Now, where is the lust sitting? The senses, the mind, the intelligence. Which is the most dangerous one?
Intelligence.
Intelligence? Yes.
So we think that we are doing the right thing, but actually it is the lust coming out.
So if I give you a number, can you call once? Somebody is repeatedly trying to call me. I hope they are not at the gate. Yeah. Thank you, Beta. 7935 793543 4766. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So which is the most dangerous? The senses, the mind, or the intelligence? Huh? Intelligence. Okay, no, good. Let us, before I read the purport, let me hear your purport. Right? Why do you think senses, why do you think intelligence is most dangerous? Lust sitting at the intelligence. Decision making.
It not only does the wrong thing, it convinces that it is correct.
It's correct. Very good. You're not only doing the wrong thing, it is convincing you that you are perfect in what you're doing. Your intelligence is contaminated. Yes. Everybody accepts this?
Yes.
Okay. What is the next one? Mind. What about mind? Lust sitting in the mind. Everything mind is controlling. Mind is all the time choosing. Giving choices. Reminding you your desires. Right? I was happy with this car. But 1 year ago you thought about some other car. Again it will give you that idea. Hey, look at that car. Why didn't you buy that car? Mind is very fickle. Never satisfied. Never ever satisfied. Whatever you get, you are not satisfied.
Not only that, it controls the indriyas.
It controls the indriyas also. Yes. Mind is a controller. Yes. So, lust sitting at the mind is also very dangerous, isn't it? What about the senses? Huh? Lust sitting at the senses also is very dangerous. If you don't control that, then we are in trouble, right? It keeps on. So, which is the most dangerous? Mind? Intelligence? Senses? Yeah. All three are dangerous, no doubt about it. All three are dangerous. There is no hierarchy for them. But we should understand that senses is, lust sitting in the senses is the most troublesome actually, the most difficult one. Because that is where the triggering point, right? It helps you fulfill your lust through the senses. Through the senses only you fulfill your lust, right? Sitting at the senses, and it also makes you fulfill through those senses, right? And at the same time, if you don't control your senses, then the lust is triggered more and more and more and again and again and again. Triggering point. Say, if I'm attracted to beautiful woman or a handsome man, and I lose my eyes, I don't have eyes anymore. What will that lust do? Sense is a triggering point, right? If I control my tongue, then everything I will control. So, lust sitting at the senses is a very, very dangerous one that we have to actively work on. We have to actively work on. We have to make, keep reminding us, no. The senses are the first thing to trigger. As soon as, intelligent triggers later. That is decision making and all that. That's why Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, what is that? Dhyayato vishyo pumsan sangasya jupadayate sangat sanjayate kama krodha vijayate. Krodhat bhavati sammohat smriti vibrama smriti brahmashat buddhinasho buddhinashat pranashyati. But starting where it starts? Dhyayato vishyo pumsan. Contemplating on the objects of the senses. That's where it starts. Right? And from there kama comes. From there, the lust, kama means lust, right? So from there it starts. So what is the initial thing? We allowing our senses to experience whatever they want to experience. That is where the problem is. Problem is, the only person we should not trust is our senses. And we completely trust our senses. The only person we should not trust is our mind. And we completely trust our mind. Right? Of course, intelligence you can trust because that comes from jnana. But these two categories, everybody outside is trusting these two things. My senses. How did you feel? I loved it. I just felt very nice. What felt nice? Your senses felt nice, not you. You understand? You are cheated by your senses. That your feeling should, for example, one devotee told, Prabhu, I like to come to Saturday morning classes. I said, very nice. I said, what did you like? Prabhu, the garden and the air here is very nice. So what about me? What about Bhagavad Gita? Right? Well, I know about that also. But most important, garden, air and everything. Means what? Your senses are cheating you. Again, without your knowledge, they are cheating you. The day garden and air will go, you will also go with that air. Again, your externals are dominating your internal. What is the criteria for you to be in satsang? Inquisitiveness, to learn about Krishna. Right? That is what should be the criteria. But the externals are mattering more now. Prabhu AC kam nahi kar raha hai. Of course, they affect, but they should not, reflect in your decision for why you are coming here. When Sukadeva Goswami was speaking, Srimad Bhagavatam, there was no AC, there was no mic also. Right? He was speaking, and it is explained thousands of great rishis, thousands of mahajans, all mahajans, great rishis, everybody were rapt attentively hearing from Sukadeva Goswami when he was uttering, question after question, answer after answer. Parikshit Maharaj asking, how was it possible? Because of rapt attention, because of their inquisitiveness, nothing. Their senses were completely fixed on hearing Bhagavatam. There's nothing in between, right? So we have to control our senses. At a beginning level, Prabhuji and Matajis, we can't deal with the lust at intelligence level. We will deal with it later. We can't deal with lust at mind level. That is also good. But the most immediate action that we should do is deal with lust at the senses level. So for a beginner, for a neophyte devotee, lust at the senses is very dangerous, most dangerous. But for a devotee who is advanced, lust at the intelligence is very dangerous. Because now he thinks he is advanced. Now he thinks that he has a lot of knowledge. I know Ramayana, I know Mahabharata, I know Bhagavatam, I know this, I know, and lust is sitting at the intelligence. My God, who will help him? Right? For him, that is more because he has already kind of not conquered his senses, but he has made some choices. He has changed his lifestyle in such a way that his senses are not troubling him that much. Sorry, he is not allowing the senses to trouble him that much. His lifestyle has already become, his wife is a devotee, his son is a devotee, mother is a devotee, son, father is a devotee, devotees around, Satsang is there. So he has created an environment where senses are not getting many choices to get disturbed. But the problem is intelligence, right, for him. So all three are very dangerous, but depending on our stage of Krishna consciousness, we have to start thinking, which one is very dangerous for me. Three are dangerous. Intelligence also is dangerous, right? But for a person who is coming new to satsang, he is very open-minded. He is like an empty slate. He is wanting to be written. So intelligence can easily be fixed. He already has lust sitting in his intelligence, but intelligence can be fixed because he is open to learn. If somebody is coming to satsang here thinking, I know more than this fellow, whatever he says, let me sit, Prasad will come after some time. What can you do? You can't do anything. Right? But if he's coming here thinking, I know a lot, but Krishna wants me to know more. It's not important how much I know as compared to you. But if you want to know more, through me, Krishna will tell more. It's always like that. Right? I don't know anything. But through me, Krishna will reveal according to your desire. The audience determines the capability or delivery of the speaker. Because the audience desire is fulfilled by Krishna through the speaker. Speaker is just a via medium. Speaker is just like a Xerox machine. Have you ever given credit to Xerox machine? You kept it like this. It will come out. Oh, what a nice machine. Did you like that? Nothing. Xerox machine is what? It just put it, press it, will come. I am like the Xerox machine. Whatever is there in Bhagavad Gita, whatever I heard from my seniors, you are pressing the button, it is coming out through me. That's all. But what comes out is what you put inside. If you put a pure desire, pure, information will come out. Right? So we have to conquer, we have to work on this lust. We have to be very, very focused. As it covers, as it is sitting in all the three places. Let me the purport now. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The enemy has captured different strategic positions in the body of the conditioned soul. And therefore, Lord Krishna is giving hints of those places so that one who wants to conquer the enemy may know where he can be found. Mind is the center of all activities of the senses. And thus, when we hear about sense objects, the mind generally becomes a reservoir of all ideas of sense gratification. And as a result, the mind and the senses become the repositories of lust. Next, the intelligence department becomes the capital of such lustful propensities. Intelligence is in the soul. Lusty intelligence influences the spirit soul to acquire the false ego and identify itself with matter, and thus with the mind and senses. The spirit soul becomes addicted to enjoying the material senses and mistakes this as true happiness. The spirit soul becomes addicted to enjoying the material senses and mistakes this as true happiness. The false identification of the spirit soul is very nicely explained in Srimad Bhagavatam 10:84-13. Yasyatma buddhi kupate tridhatuke swadhi kalatradishu bhauma ihya dehi yatirtha buddhi shalilena karhichij janesvi abhinyeshu sa eva gokara. A human being who identifies this body made of three elements with his self, who considers the byproducts of the body to be his kinsmen, who considers the land of birth worshipable, and who goes to the place of pilgrimage simply to take a bath rather than meet men of transcendental knowledge there, is to be considered like an ass or a cow. Hare Krishna. A human being identified with three elements. So one who identifies his body is what? Gadha. Ass. One who thinks everybody who's coming out of his body, including his son, his daughter, are his real relatives. Who is he? Gadha. One who considers the land of worship, his place of birth as land of worship. Right? I belong to this gully. I belong to this country. This country is most important for me. He is a Gadha. And one who goes to the place of pilgrimage and just to do, what is that? Take bath there and not speak to any sadhu. Never understand, try to develop any bhakti. What is he?
Gadha.
Bolo dosi. Gadha. Right? Hindi mein matlab maza. The donkey is not that ass donkey and all, doesn't feel that. గాడిది అంటే మంచిగా బాగా తెలుగులో చెప్తారు గాడిది కొడుకు అంటే అర్థం ఏంటి గదేక బచ్చా మూడా ఈజ్ లెస్ ఇంటెలిజెంట్ మూడా ఈజ్ వన్ లెవెల్ లెస్సర్ దెన్ గదా somebody told me, oh Prabhu, you are like Vishakhanandana. Vaishakhanandana. Huh? Vaishakhanandana? What does it mean? Gadeka bacha. Sanskrit can be deceiving. Vaishakhanandana. It feels very nice, right? But some Nandana, Vaishakha means something. Vaishakha means Gada. Anyway. Yeah. So here it is being told how intelligence, how mind is the center of all activities of the senses, and thus when we hear about sense objects, the mind generally becomes a reservoir of all ideal sense gratification. Mind, the moment you tell something about sense enjoyment, immediately mind will trigger. Chalo, like Kaikeyi went and told Ravana, hey, Sita is very beautiful. First she went with her nose. So sorry, I told Kaikeyi, Hare Krishna. Surpanaka, right? Surpanaka went to Ravana. She told, hey, I went, look at my nose. Well, Ravana felt, tit for tat, you must have done something on me. Some nonsense you have done, your nose is gone. Because he knows the nature of his sister. Right? But she was like, oh, being a king, you are ruling everything. Somebody has done this to me. Can't you do anything? He said, you are not telling me the full story. Something is missing. Anyway, pardon him, be peaceful, something like that. Then she felt, this is not working for me. Then what she did? She triggered the lust in Arjuna. She saw in Ravana. And what is going on with me? I don't know. I'm using the wrong place. Right? So she immediately triggered the most dangerous thing in Ravana. She told, you know why I went there? Where did you go? Because I want to make you more happy. You are my worshipable brother. I want to make you more happy. How do you want me to be happy? You deserve more. You deserve a lot more happiness. I was in search of finding you that happiness. Then I saw this beautiful, amazing, gorgeous, better than any Apsara, great woman who is so beautiful. Then Ravana's one eyebrow went up. Really? What is she? Who is she? Huh? I went and I tried to bring her to you. You deserve to enjoy her. Really? Then what happened? Some person who came and he was trying to be an obstacle. I told him, but this person was creating all nuisance. I tried to manage it, but look at me, what he did to me. I was trying to find you the best companion. And look at me, what happened to me. For you I did this. Now what got triggered? Not sympathy for his sister. Even now, who is that woman that I should enjoy, who is available for me? Then he started inquiring. Okay, that's okay. Tell me more about her. Tell me, who is she? Oh, she is wife of, doesn't matter. She is a wife, mother, doesn't matter. I want to enjoy it. Lust got triggered. Mind is activated. Mind is completely activated. Mind is activated. Whole intelligence that should actually control the mind is also gone. Actually, when Brahma was creating from Rajoguna, intelligence came. Intelligence doesn't depict Sattva. Intelligence depicts Rajo. From Rajo, intelligence came. From mind, sattva came. Right? So from sattva, mind came, From sattva aspect, the mind comes. That is why, when you become a devotee, if you are doing bhakti through your intelligence, that is still lower level. You should do bhakti through your mind. That is the highest. Right? For example, I am hearing these classes, then I am going and doing devotion. That is bhakti through intelligence. Bhakti through intelligence, which is not bad, but that's not the ultimate. Ultimate is when I am doing bhakti through mind, like gopis. For them, there is nothing except Krishna. Even in their mind, they are doing bhakti. Their mind is only giving them ideas how to serve Krishna, how to give more enjoyment to Krishna. Their mind is completely conquered by Krishna. Right? Even if some other intelligence thought comes, hey, you should take care of the house, forget about the house. My mind is completely conquered by Krishna. Right? So, the great sadhus, their mind is completely performing bhakti. And that is how they control the mind. They don't need to also control the mind. Mind is automatically controlled when it is doing bhakti. So our chanting also, at the initial level it is tamasic chanting, I don't know whatever we are doing. Then it's your intelligence chanting where you are chanting, knowing the why you are chanting, Kali Yuga Dharma and all that. But ultimately at one point you reach the chanting with mind, where you actually relish, pure name will come. Pure name from chanting will come. Right? So that is the importance of mind. See, just imagine, by mind, if you are attached to Krishna, your entire mind is only thinking about Krishna conscious thoughts, how to serve, how to do this, how to do that. You are all set. Isn't it? Gopis are like that. That is why Uddhava says, these gopis that I went and saw in Vrindavan, they are completely only thinking about you. They are only thinking about how to serve you. They can't live without you. They don't have their own mind. They don't know what they're doing. One gopi is speaking to the tree. One gopi is speaking to the bumblebee. One gopi is, cleaning her vessels. She's thinking about Krishna. One gopi is crying. She's thinking about Krishna. You're taken over their mind. You are completely in their mind. Right? That is pure bhakti. Intelligence is good, but it is rajas. From sattva mind comes. When Brahma is creating all the trigunas, all the senses, when he created mind, it came from sattva. But unfortunately, when the mind is contaminated, it is highly, enables tamo. It goes completely. Mind is very dangerous. Yeah. So, but the person who has controlled his mind, he has controlled the entire world. Right? So, controlling mind, how will it happen? When you engage the mind in bhakti. Take some time. Okay? You go to the next question.
Tasmat mam indriyanyadav.
Tasmat mam indriyani adav.
Niyamya bharatarshava.
Niyamya bharatarsabha.
Papmanam prajahihenam.
Papmanam prajatihenam.
Jnana vijnana nachanam.
Jnana vijnana nashanam. Translation. Therefore, O Arjuna, best of the Bharatas, in the very beginning, curb this great symbol of sin, lust, by regulating the senses, and slay this destroyer of knowledge and self-realization. Right? So I was just saying, right? In the beginning, you have to first control your senses. Very important. That is how you can go ahead and do lot other things. Right? Regulating the senses. Can you read the purport too? You can give the mic to each one read one paragraph.
Purport. The Lord advised Arjuna to regulate the senses from the very beginning so that he could curb the greatest sinful enemy, lust, which destroys the urge for self-realization and specific knowledge of the self. Jnana refers to knowledge of self as distinguished from non-self, or in other words, knowledge that the spirit soul is not the body. Vijnana refers to specific knowledge of the spirit soul's constitutional position and his relationship to the Supreme Soul. It is explained thus in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Jnanam Parama Guhyam Me Yad Vijnana Samanvitam Saha Rahasyam Tad Angam Cha Grihana Gaditam Maya. The knowledge of the self and the Supreme Self is very confidential and mysterious, but such knowledge and specific realization can be understood if explained with their various aspects by the Lord Himself. Bhagavad Gita gives us that general and specific knowledge of the self. The living entities are parts and parcels of the Lord, and therefore they are simply meant to serve the Lord. This consciousness is called Krishna consciousness. So, from the very beginning of the life, one has to learn this Krishna consciousness, and thereby one may become fully Krishna conscious and act accordingly.
Hare Krishna. So, any reflections before we go to the next paragraph? What did you understand? Yes, you have to start Krishna consciousness from the very beginning, from a young age. That is very, very helpful. After some time, our thoughts will not allow us to accept what else. Here, Prabhupada is saying, but such knowledge and specific realization can be understood if explained with its various aspects by the Lord Himself. No person can himself figure out what is the role of mind, intelligence and senses unless the Creator Himself comes and says how they function. Nobody can identify whether it is in Rajoguna, Tamoguna or Sattva unless you get the knowledge of Rajoguna, Samaguna and Sattva and then you understand which is affecting you. Right? So self-realization is not possible without God's mercy and intervention. It is not possible. There are a lot of people, who go sit and meditate, close their eyes. They never read Bhagavad Gita. They never hear Bhagavad Gita. They never want to learn Bhagavad Gita. Those people are cheating themselves and cheating the whole world. You cannot figure out by yourself unless the God intervenes. He has to reveal it. At least when they reveal also, they don't tell that this revelation came to me from God. They say that I only realized. Have you seen sadhus like that? Many people are there outside. They will tell all their realizations are there only. They'll never tell Krishna gave me that realization. They are cheating others. Cheaters of first cadre. And they like people calling them Bhagwan. They'll tell, I never asked them to call. They call me. So why didn't you tell no? You can tell no, right? Don't call me Bhagwan. You can tell, right? No. This is called cheaters. Unless Krishna gives us the knowledge of how this material world is functioning, unless Krishna gives us, He has to decode. He has to decode. Then only we'll know. How will we know? How many of us knew that we are living in a prison? Until coming to Satsang, I never knew. I was saying I'm free. Prison is somewhere there. I am not in that prison. I am not in a prison now. But after reading Bhagavad Gita, properly reading Bhagavad Gita, understanding Bhagavad Gita, you'll realize that you're already in a prison. What is that prison? Your body. Your body is the biggest prison. Right? How many people know about it? When Krishna told, then you know about it. Until Krishna told, you will never know. Right? So, it is so important that we depend on Krishna. Prabhupada is saying, He is the one who is decoding this for all of us. His knowledge is coming through Him, and then only we are realizing a lot of things. Self-realization without God's scripture is not self-realization. It is self-cheating. I'll seek. What you will seek? With your intelligence, what can you seek? 200 grams of grey matter in your skull. How much can it produce? How much can it explain? How much can you realize? And what is the point of realizing after the damage is done? The whole point of scriptures, the whole point of satsang is to help you before you damage yourself. Okay, afterwards also it will help you. But learn, what is the problem? All these so-called babas and sadhus who are sitting outside, why don't they open Bhagavad Gita, read a shloka and tell what Krishna is telling? That I will not tell. Then Krishna will become important, Where is my importance? This is how people cheat. If you go to any ISKCON temple, Prabhupada made sure this is clearly. Nobody will speak unless you open a scripture. We don't want to hear your bakwas. Everybody wants to speak bakwas. Bakwas का मतलब क्या है? Huh? Useless. Nonsense actually. Nonsense. What? Something like that. Right? According to, see, I got married. Okay, 25 years of marriage. So I'll speak about marriage. Because I got 25 years of experience. I mean, like, I can conclude anything out of it, right? I might have abused my wife. Or, I might have done some nonsense in my married life. And I will tell that as my own conclusion of marriage. Right? Just think about people. But if you want to really understand what is marriage, then you should understand the whole sanskara of marriage, which is given in the Vedas. Then you'll understand the purpose of marriage. Then you can actually understand, did I do justice to my marriage or no? Otherwise, you feel that you are the greatest. One of my relatives, he was like, he bought a big car for his wife, a 2 crore car. He's like, see, I made her happy. Like that. But if you go and talk to her separately, she is miserable with her husband. I don't know why I married this fellow. Right? He thinks that he has done something great for her, but she thinks she doesn't need that. She needs his time. She needs his warmth, love, affection. That is not there. Car is there. What will you do? So your realizations or your actions may not necessarily match with what Krishna actually wants them to be or what is best. Right? And lust, when it is completely superpowering you, your actions, your words can be like Donald Trump. One perfect example today. Right? That fellow is a pervert. There is nothing to... If he hears his lecture, he'll also know, yes, you are talking about me only. Yes. What did he do in his young life? All nightclubs, all prostitution, drugs, hotels, casinos. You expect this person to rule the country? Yes. He will rule the country of such people. And they voted him. What is he doing now? He has created a whole ruckus in the world. What does it... I'm not supporting any other country. Iran has its own psycho sitting inside. But how does it matter to you? Some other country is doing some... How does it matter to you? What is your business? Huh? Are you the deputed agent of the whole world that you have to control the entire world? Who is asking you to do that? Kamayesha, Krodesha, Rajoguna. Krishna is telling. That's the problem. Duryodhana also wanted to do the same thing. Don't think, Duryodhana is gone. He keeps incarnating. Right? All these people, I want to conquer, I want to enjoy at any cost. I want to enjoy at any cost. I want to hold the power. I want to create a government in which everybody is caught except me. Right? I want to create a law which will work on everybody except me. That is Ravana tendency. That is Hiranyakashipu tendency. And those Hiranyakashipus are there even right now. Right? I don't like to talk about politics in Satsang, but don't you see such idiotic politicians these days? Aam Aadmi Party, it was created for what? For Aam Aadmi to curb corruption. Right? Ultimately, where did it land? Epitome of corruption and completely not for Aam Aadmi. Right? And the person that, what is that old fellow, old person who was supporting that party? Huh? Anna Hazare. That fellow is wondering, मेरे को क्या किया तू? You used me for that party, and that fellow is not even there. Right? And for their motives, they can go to any extent. They can go to any... I'm not supporting BJP only. BJP also has its own problems. Nobody is perfect here. But you should understand leaders. Where did it go? Right? Like today the Bengal election is happening. Everybody is thinking about it. क्या होगा? कुछ भी हो सकता है. कुछ भी हो सकता है, right? She has a speech. She has a speech which is 15-year-old speech where she is telling that the government has to take measures for the people coming from Bangladesh. They should be restricted. Mamata Banerjee is speaking. She is telling like 16, 17-year-old speech in Parliament, in which assembly. She is telling government right now is not allowing proper protection. People are coming infiltrating from Bangladesh. They are coming. We should be stopped. What did she do? She doubled and tripled the infiltration. She gave Aadhaar cards, PAN card, this card, that card, everything. You are completely legal. Come vote for me. I don't care about the country. I don't care about the culture. All I want is power. Lust, kama esha, krodha esha, rajoguna sampa. It's very dangerous. Then you can keep going on with number of leaders like that. You can keep going on. It is Andhra, Telangana. We are sitting right now. Arey baapre, such a big wall. Telangana has injustice has happened to Telangana. Yeah, maybe it happened. Materially, maybe we will make a separate Telangana. What did he do after opening Telangana? Before he became chief minister, there were maybe 5,000 wine shops in entire state. Now there are 50,000 in Hyderabad only. Right? Yad acharati shrestha. That fellow, he is a drunkard. He made sure everybody in cabinet is a drunkard. And everybody in cabinet made sure that every, MPTC, ZPTC, whatever are drunkards only. Then everybody opened wine shops. Entire. You seen a wine shop now? It almost looks like a supermarket. You will not see these kind of wine shops anywhere in the country. Only in Hyderabad you will see. Only in Telangana you will see. Go to Karnataka and see wine shop, how it will be. Or go to Gujarat and see. Tamil Nadu, you will be thinking twice to go to wine shop. Still they go, that's another thing. Filthy place. People hesitate to go. Only drunkard will go till there and give him money and put his hand and take something. Now you can take a cart. You can take children also inside that. You can go and as if you are shopping, MDH masala, one Royal Stag, one Royal Challenge, whatever brands are there. The guilt also is taken away that what you are doing is wrong. You understand? Earlier there was some guilt. Nobody should see. No way this karara. My father keeps going around here. You only go and get it. Now father is also inside, son is also inside.
He meets his father.
He meets his father there. Right? See, I'm giving the example just to tell you what can lust do. And when that lust sits in the position of a leader, what will happen? What will happen? It can destroy. He can go ahead and destroy anything. He doesn't care. My self-centeredness, me coming is more important. Right? The enemy of your country, you will go and do friends with him. Because your position is very important. It has happened. How was Shivaji brought down? How was Sambhaji Maharaj brought down? How were all these great kings brought down? By their own people, lusty people. Somebody wanted uncontrolled lust. I want to conquer something. I want to be in the center. I don't care about the country. I don't care about the culture. I am important. Then they did everything. History is giving so many examples. So many examples history is giving. Right? A few days ago, that George Soros, that fellow is an enemy of our country. He wants to destroy our country. All missions, all funding he is doing. His son's marriage, our Papu is going and standing in his marriage and hugging him and doing all kinds of gymnastics. What business he has got to do with enemy of our country? What business he has got? Because he knows that if I have to conquer this country, I have to get external forces to influence here. I'll go to any extent. He is no different from these enemies who destroyed Shivaji or who destroyed Sambhaji. He is no different. He is going to do anything he wants. He'll go to any. Lust. Topic here is not to find faults in a particular leader. Lust. And all the great leaders, there are some great leaders in that party also, who have been serving India for such a long time. They cannot point finger on his face and tell, Pappu, bas bahut ho gaya. Why? Why? Lust. They want to hold their positions. Even they don't believe in what he is doing, still they want to keep him there because lust. Who will speak the truth? Who will think about the good of our country? Who will think about the good of Bharat? Who will protect our scriptures? Who will protect temples? Only a person who is working on his lust or conquering his lust. Only they can. Otherwise, in the name, anybody can do anything. There are so many such people even in BJP party. I don't want to give political class right now, but there are so many. They are also doing nonsense. They are right now just shadow, like upar, they are just making sure that their position is held. That's all.
Doesn't come out.
They don't come out. They don't come out internally. Right? So, lust. The discussion today is not about a political party, a person. Lust. Lust to enjoy this world will make you blind. Will make you blind, completely blind. And who will you harm? Yourself. And who can help you? Only Krishna. Only Krishna. When he will decouple this entire jigsaw puzzle and he'll show, this is where you stand. This is mind, this is senses, this is intelligence, tamoguna, rajoguna, sattoguna. Right? All this knowledge Krishna will give from Bhagavad Gita. When these leaders are taught what they are doing, then there is a possibility of a change. Otherwise, whichever party you stay, there is no use. There is no use. I have a big BJP leader in my family. And he becomes very uncomfortable the moment he sees me. And he came and told me, hey, what are you doing? Do something, earn nicely. What are you doing in Bhagavad Gita? Kya baat kar rahe ho? I looked at him and said, I thought, you are in a party where you should be thinking more about this. Avan okay ra. First jivitam, first you should do something, become a big fellow, this and that. Materialistic thinking. If you are a materialist, how does it matter? Which party you are? Materialist is a materialist. Right? So, we have to fix the root cause. Root cause fixing is very important. And the root cause is lust, karma. That has to be fixed. And that can only be fixed by Krishna. But he will also fix only when we want to be fixed. Otherwise, how will he fix? Right? God has given for everyone's need. But even God cannot fulfill one person's greed. God also cannot fulfill the greed. Even one person's greed he can't fulfill. Greed is like that. Like God is unlimited, greed is also unlimited. Right? Hare Krishna. Yeah. Can you read the next paragraph?
Lust is only the perverted reflection of the love of God, which is natural for every living entity. But if one is educated in Krishna consciousness from the very beginning, the natural love of God cannot deteriorate into lust. When love of God deteriorates into lust, it is very difficult to return to the normal condition. Nonetheless, Krishna consciousness is so powerful that even a late beginner can become a lover of God by following the regulative principles of devotional service. So, from any stage of life or from the understanding its urgency, one can begin regulating the senses in Krishna consciousness, devotional service of the Lord, and turn the lust into love of Godhead, the highest perfectional stage of human life.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Yeah? So solution is what? Bhakti. Solution is Bhakti. That's the only way you can. You can off the mic. Only when you perform Bhakti, you can be the best ruler. Now we talked about, all these political names just some time ago. Let's also talk about the great names who conquered lust by Bhakti. Right? Ambarish Maharaj, great example. He conquered lust through Bhakti. He engaged all his senses in Bhakti. Ranti Dev, another great king. He conquered complete lust by performing bhakti, service. Rantidev, he and his family, it's a long story but short I'll tell you. He and his family were doing a vrata, upavas, for a long duration. And it came to such a point that they have to eat now. That time, right time to break the fast has come. And when the time to break the fast has come, he said, okay, let's start now. As soon as everybody's portion is kept, right, his family, his children, his portion, everything is kept. As soon as the time to break the fast came, one person came to the door. He said, I'm feeling very hungry. Give me something to eat. And what happened? He took his portion and gave it to him. Just take this food. And as soon as he gave that portion, everybody else sitting there, his wife, his children, they also took their portions. He took his portion, they took their portion, he gave his portion to them. So everybody started eating. Then he said, okay, let me get more. There is some more food kept in the house. Then one other person came to the door. He said, I'm feeling very hungry. I have nothing else to eat. Please can you give me something to eat? You are a great king. He immediately removed a big portion of whatever is left in the house. He gave it. Take it. Then one very unbefitting person, he is not even qualified to be honored. Such kind of a person he came. Chandala. He came with dogs. Right? And he came and said, I am feeling very hungry. I need food. And by the way, my dogs also are hungry. They also need food. Now, the only thing he had was some liquidy substance. All food is gone. All food is gone. All prasad is gone. Only thing is juice or water, something like that. He said, okay, take it. He gave all the juice and water to the Chandala and his dogs. Dogs licked the water. They drank, and Chandala drank everything and they left. And then he has nothing to eat. And he can die. It's not a eat like, I'm doing one day upvas. He actually is going to die. That is the state. And you know what he says? Rantidev, the Bhagavatam, Hare Krishna. Bhagavatam is ultimate. Amala Purana. Bhakti means Bhagavatam. He says, thank you, Krishna. By your mercy, today I could conquer hunger. He's telling gratefulness to Krishna. That by your mercy, I could conquer hunger. Hunger was all the time troubling me. Subha utte, what is breakfast? Afternoon utte, what is lunch? See, my senses are troubling me. I was wondering how to conquer this. But thank you, Krishna. By your mercy, I could conquer hunger. And then immediately, all Devatas started revealing. The first one who came is Indra, Chandra, Varuna. Then all Devatas, actually they were testing the greatness of Rantidev by coming like that. And the Chandala, he is also, I forgot who is he. Forgot the story. Maybe Lord Shiva or Narayan himself, I don't know. So they all came, they revealed their identity. And they were saying, oh Rantidev, you are so great. You are completely selflessly in service. You have no lust to enjoy. You are such a great king. And then he said, please ask for a benediction. Right? And Rantidev said, if you really want to give me a benediction, my dear Lord, please reveal me the needs of every living entity so that I can serve them. I want to know the needs of every living entity so that I can serve them to those needs. That is the benediction I want. Can you imagine Lord Narayan, how will he feel hearing this? Who would ask that? I want to know the need, not of a human being, not of his wife and children. Every living entity. Whatever is there in their heart, I want to know so that I can give them. I can be an instrument to give them. Yeah? And then he tells a verse in Bhagavatam. Nakamye, what is it? Come on. It's a very famous verse. Nakamye aham gatim ishvarat param ashtarit yuktah apunar bhavam va Arthim prapadye akhila deha bhajam antasthita yena bhavanti adukhaha. He says. He says, I want to make sure I don't need anything from you, my Lord. Ashtariddhi, siddhis also I don't want. I don't want you to fulfill my hunger. I don't have any desires. He's a king speaking, king of the world, Rantidev. Right? Nakamya aham gatim ashtariddhi yuktaha. Arthim prapadde, I don't want artha also. Akhila deha bhajam, I want to know what is the need of all the dehas. And antasthita yena bhavanti adukkaha. At the time of my death, even at the time of my death, I want to make sure that nobody is dukkha. I want to make sure that no living entity is miserable for anything. Please give me this benediction. If somebody asks such benediction, right? Can you imagine how pleased the Supreme Lord will be? Because he is doing what the God does. He has the same desire. Devotee has the same desire as God. Right? And can you imagine having a king like Rantidev? Having a ruler like Rantidev today? Right? What will happen to this world? What can happen? Ramarajya means what? This is Ramarajya. Rantidev. Like that there are many great kings. Prithu Maharaj. He fought with even Bhumata to make sure that the right grains are supplied to his citizens. He can go to any extent. Right? And what to speak of even a king coming in demoniac lineage, Bali Maharaj. Right? Amount of how much can you give more than Bali Maharaj? Nobody can. Right? So these are the leaders whom we should keep on, we should read about them. And these are the leaders, they should be in the chapters of the school children in their schools. Then you will see great citizens coming out. Right? But if we have in the chapters of the school all conquerors, rapists, abusers like Aurangzeb, Tipu Sultan, Gajni, these psychos, if they are in the chapters, what do you think will come out of the children? That is a problem today. Why are we not teaching children about the great leaders who lived on this world, what they did for this world? Why don't you have entire Prahlad Maharaj series for one full grade? 7th grade, Prahlad Maharaj. 8th grade, Rantidev. 9th grade, Ambrish Maharaj. 10th grade, Prahlad Maharaj. Right? Dhruva Maharaj. If you do that, what kind of children will come out to the society? Amazing jewels will come out. It's very unfortunate. The reason why we are like this, why lust is conquered all our hearts, is because from a young age we have been only taught to become more lusty. Earn more, enjoy more. Right? No self-realization is given. Like that. Yeah. 41? 42. Yes, bro. Go ahead.
इंद्रियाणि पराण्याहुः
Indriyani paranyahu
इंद्रियेभ्यः परं मनः
indriyebhya paramanaha
मनसस्तु परा बुद्धिः
manasastu parabuddhi
यो बुद्धेः परतस्तु सः
yo buddhe paratastu saha. The working senses are superior to dull matter. The working senses are superior to dull matter. Mind is higher than the senses. Intelligence is still higher than the mind. And he, the soul, is even higher than the intelligence. Krishna is explaining to all of us how his whole thing is working. Right? Purport. Can somebody read the purport? Yeah? Vamsi broken.
Yeah, thank you. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Purport. The senses are different outlets for the activities of lust. Lust is reserved within the body, but it is given vent through the senses. Therefore, the senses are superior to the body as a whole. These outlets are not in use when there is superior consciousness or Krishna consciousness. In Krishna consciousness, the soul makes direct connection with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, the hierarchy of bodily functions as described here ultimately ends in the Supreme Soul. Bodily action means the functions of the senses, and stopping the senses means stopping all bodily actions. But since the mind is active, then even though the body may be silent and at rest, the mind will act as it does during dreaming. But above the mind is the determination of intelligence, and above the intelligence is the soul proper. If therefore the soul is directly engaged with the Supreme, naturally all other subordinates, namely the intelligence, mind and senses, will be automatically engaged. In the Katha Upanishad, there is a similar passage in which it is said that the objects of sense gratification are superior to the senses and mind is superior to the sense objects. If therefore mind is directly engaged in the service of the Lord constantly, then there is no chance that the senses will become engaged in other ways. This mental attitude has already been explained. Param dristva nivartate. If the mind is engaged in the transcendental service of the Lord, there is no chance of its being engaged in their lower propensities. In the Katha Upanishad, the soul has been described as Mahan, the great. Therefore, the soul is above all, namely the sense objects, the senses, the mind, and the intelligence. Therefore, directly understanding the constitutional position of the soul is the solution of the whole problem.
Hare Krishna. Very nicely explained. Yeah, can you read the next paragraph? Somebody else can read? Yeah.
Hare Krishna. With intelligence, one has to seek out constitutional position of the soul and then engage the mind always in Krishna consciousness.
Keep it a little far away from you, little far. Okay.
The neophyte is generally.
Can somebody help? I don't know.
Hello.
Or some a little back maybe. Yeah, go ahead.
A neophyte spiritualist is generally advised to keep aloof from the object of the senses. But aside from that, one has to strengthen the mind by use of intelligence. If by intelligence one engages one's mind in Krishna consciousness by complete surrender onto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then automatically the mind becomes stronger, and even though the senses are very strong like serpents, they will be no more effective than serpents with broken fangs. But even though the soul is the master of intelligence and mind and the senses also, still, unless it is strengthened by association with Krishna in Krishna conscious, there is every chance of falling down to the agitated mind.
Hare Krishna. And so beautifully, two things are explained, many things are explained. Primarily, there is senses, mind, intelligence and soul. Soul is the most powerful. Who is soul? Us. I am soul, not this body. Right? I am the most powerful. If I am determined, nobody can stop me. The soul's determination is more powerful than sun planet. One sadhu was telling. What is more powerful, you or sun? My determination is more powerful than sun also. When sun cannot change, when a soul is determined to do something, that much power is there in all of us. All of us has that power. If you get determined in doing something, if you decide that this is what it is, nobody can change. Right? So when you are in that determination, then intelligence, senses, mind can easily become your subordinates. They'll immediately become your subordinates when you are clear. A classic example is Bali Maharaj. Right? he already conquered the whole world. And then comes Vamandev, Dwarf Brahmana. He comes and says, give me something. Huh? And Purport Prabhupada read, there are so many things that we don't use in the house, which are so useless things in our house. Right? When you open the door and you go inside, how many things you can find which you used in the last 1 year? Barely used anything, but still you accumulated and kept. Right? And if somebody comes and takes, immediately, hey, that is mine. I'll use it someday. Right? One screw also will fall on the ground and say, let me keep that screw somewhere. Someday I'll screw it. That is the nature of accumulation. Right? And Bali Maharaj was, when Vamandev came and asked, give me. He didn't think about that screw, he didn't think about anything, he said, take. Immediately his guru, Shukracharya, who acts as a part of intelligence, he can, hey, what are you doing? Don't you know who is he? He's Vishnu. Vishnu has come, don't fall for his trick. He's asking for 3 steps. You don't know what those steps are. I know, you listen to me. But because the soul is very active and Krishna conscious, it immediately told the intelligence, shut your mouth. Right? Intelligence can cheat us. In the form of Guru also it came. But he said, no, I'll not allow. He conquered his mind, he conquered his senses, he conquered his intelligence because he was conquered by Krishna. And as soon as he said, okay, I'm giving you, please take, my dear Brahmana. And he was so happy that Vishnu has come to take from me. Who am I to give to Vishnu? Huh? And more than him, Prahlad Maharaj was happy, his grandfather. Very good. Pota hota aisa. Manodonti itlundale. Right? So as soon as he started taking 1 feet, 2nd feet, see the old daldi upper. Right? A hole in the external layer of the material universe. And Ganga is coming from there. And Brahma, it seems, he was doing some puja at that time. And as soon as he heard that sound, some kind of sound, some hole happened. Right? And as soon as Brahma saw that, he immediately folded his hands and he looked at the lotus feet of Krishna from the spiritual world. Vamandev's lotus feet is already there. But from that hole, he saw the feet of Vishnu. Lord Vishnu is sleeping there, in the spiritual world. And immediately, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Right? And then the Ganga falls. Hare Krishna. So it's a whole pastime. Ganga is like, I have to fall on somebody. I am too forceful to come. Right? And they all requested Lord Shiva, Mahadev, please, you are the only person who can take that kind of force. So Lord Shiva said, okay, my jata, you can use. Why he told? Because he wants to worship the Supreme Lord. He wants the Supreme Lord's water to fall on his head. Right? He is also taking advantage of the opportunity. Water is coming. Great water. It's holy, it's pure, spiritual worlds. Water is coming down. Let it fall on my head. And immediately Ganga Devi said, on your head, in the jata? No, I will not come. Who wants to fall on jata? Not like that. These are all pastimes. Ganga is worshipping Lord Shiva also. And immediately, then Bhagirata had to do a lot of tapasya to convince Ganga and to convince Shiva that please fix some deal. I want that water. I want it to deliver my family, my ancestors. Right? So this whole thing is happening and Bali Maharaj is so happy. And looking at all that, now Krishna likes to make it more dramatic. He already gave away everything, right? He already gave away land and air, everything he gave away. All planets. In 2 steps, everything gone. In 2 steps, everything is gone. Krishna should be happy, right? But Krishna is Rasaraj. He wants to have more enjoyment. He wants to glorify his devotee. Prabhuji, it's not easy to be a devotee. The higher the devotee, the higher the test will come. What did Krishna tell? He's a thief, arrest him. Why is he a thief? He didn't follow Dharma. What is Dharma? He told me 3 steps he'll give, only 2 steps he could give. 3rd step he didn't give, arrest him. Come on. Say, Mataji tells me she'll give me donation. Huh? Say, I asked Mataji, give me some donation. She said, okay, I'll give you 25,000 rupees, I'll give you. So, thank you, Mataji. Very nice. When will you give me? Mataji, Prabhu, I'll give you on June 1st week. Okay. June 1st week. She gave me 20,000. And as soon as she gave me 20,000, I go to Gachibowli police station and lodge a complaint on her. 5,000 she didn't give. Is there any meaning in that? Tell me, is there any meaning in that? Does it look justified? Huh? What is Lord Narayan doing here? He's exactly doing that. He gave donation of 3 foot. He already gave 2 foot. And he's telling you, he didn't give the 3rd feet, so he did adharma, arrest that fellow. And they literally arrested him and his wife is crying. Bali Maharaj's wife is crying, oh Lord, please show some mercy. And Bali Maharaj is so happy that my Lord is doing pastime with me. Pura izzat ja raha hai. All world is looking at him. My king is getting arrested. King is getting arrested. What can be more? What can be more? What do you call that? Insulting than that. You're getting arrested. Though in Kali Yuga, people don't feel that also. Everybody is wondering, Prabhuji, arrested, I'm ready. Recently, Telangana government, they started a new scheme. Scheme is, you can go and stay in a jail for a day by taking a ticket. You can buy a ticket. And for that, advance booking is happening. You can feel jail experience for a day. You know that, no? Don't know?
I read the message.
Huh?
I read that message.
Is it? Can you imagine the level of craziness people have gone into? I want to experience Central Jail. I want to experience Chenchalgoda Jail or what is that? Mushirabad Jail. You can go. Hari bol. You just do advance booking. There is a website. You can go to advance booking and this day I'll go. And that day you wear that pajama with all that stripes. You take selfie. Hey, I'm going into jail. Instagram reel banao mere liye. I'm going into jail. I'll go and stay in a jail. You know what is justification they gave? They said by showing the jail, people will realize how horrible it is. So they will never do wrong things to come into jail again. Yatha Raja Tata Praja. That fellow is like that. His thoughts are also like that. Right? So somebody sent that in one's, what is that, LinkedIn. They put that picture. It came in front of me. Immediately I wrote a comment. What if the external world is worse than the jail, if he realizes? He'll feel better to stay in jail than outside. My wife is troubling me so much, at least I'll be happy here. Then crime can increase also, right? In Kali Yuga, everybody is so unhappy, they can do more crime to get into jail. I think better than taking and showing him jail, just make him sit and hear Bhagavad Gita for 2 weeks. He'll never want to go into jail. That we will not do. All the things, nonsense we'll do. This is a real example. Now here is Bali Maharaj who's getting arrested. He's getting arrested. And he's very happy that my Lord is arresting me. Who else can arrest me? Arrest me. Only you should arrest me. Take him to Patala. Yes, I'm ready to go to Patala. They literally sucked him down into the earth and took him to, the most lower planet. And the whole world is watching. Hey Narayan, what are you doing? And then the mercy comes. He says, I will be the Dwarpal of my devotee in Patala. I'll be the gatekeeper. Even right now, he's standing as a gatekeeper for Bali Maharaj. Anybody wants to come and meet Bali Maharaj? He'll say, excuse me, I'll find out. Bali Maharaj, you want to meet him? Narayan, what are you saying? No. My duty I'm doing. That is a mercy. That is when Lord will become your servant. Lord will become your servant when he knows that you are his servant. And actually, he'll not become your servant, he's already your servant. That is how he's thinking. But we are not thinking like that. Right? So when you conquer, when you become Krishna conscious, like Bali Maharaj, you conquer everything. You don't have to worry about anything. So don't try to fix your mind. Don't try to fix your intelligence. Don't try to fix your senses. Just become Krishna conscious. read Bhagavad Gita, chant Hare Krishna, be with devotees, everything will be automatically taken care of. But if you focus on only those things, I'll control my mind, What will control your mind? Saubari, what is it? Saubari Muni, he tried to control his mind. He did an offense. He was doing tapasya at one place and so he wanted to control. He did not want any disturbance. I want to nicely control my mind. I don't want any disturbance. Too much nonsense is going on. So he had a siddhi. He went into Yamuna river. He sat inside Yamuna river when he started doing tapasya there. No disturbance. There, all the fishes started, trembling here and there. What is happening? Garuda is coming to eat. Immediately curse Garuda. You can't come here. Garuda is Supreme Lord's, assistant. He is completely spiritual being. But out of his ahankara, he cursed Garuda also. Garuda doesn't have to take the curse, but he said, okay, no problem. And then later on, what is the effect of the curse? Once you do Vaishnava Aparadha, once you disturb the Vaishnava, once you created some discomfort or something you did against the Vaishnava, you lose control over your senses. And sitting inside that water, Saubari Muni is doing tapasya, and he's like, I don't want any disturbance, Slowly opened one eye, he saw one male fish, one female fish. They're going like this. He said, nice. Why not me? So great tapasvi, thousands of years he is doing tapasya, looking at two aquarium fish. Only, I don't know. Some fishes are there. God, oh beautiful. Why not me? He developed the desire sitting inside the river. Can you imagine what your mind can do? And he came outside. And he looked at, okay, I should also enjoy physically. Like those fishes, I also should have a partner. So he looked around, he went to a kingdom. There's a king. He had 50 daughters, beautiful, celestial daughters. He went and told them, he went directly to the Rajya Sabha. He said, King, I want to marry. King looked at this fellow, you're looking like a fish. Your entire skin is all, like when you keep yourself in water, what will happen to your skin? Horrible it becomes, right? He said, what is this? Who will marry my daughters to, none of my daughters will marry you. Then he immediately realized, oh, that is the problem. Immediately chanted a mantra. So he became like a nice, good-looking prince. Then he said, now what do you say? The king said, I will not say anything. My daughters have to choose you. I will never order my daughters to marry you. You go and ask them. So he went to the palace where his daughters are there. He went and looked at the eldest daughter, main princess. He looked at her. Will you marry me? She looked at him. Oh my God, he's looking like a devata. He said, yes, I want to marry you. And as soon as she told she wants to marry him, all sisters became jealous. He said, you'll only marry her, we'll also marry. He wanted to marry one, he got 50. Take one, get 49 free. What is the result of that? From each queen, he had 50 children. He was going on having children. 50 years, 50 into 50. Kitna one? 2,250. And one day morning he got up. He said, okay, now I'll do my tapasya. And wife came and, what tapasya? First go get water. Bill you are not paid. This is not done. That is not done. Suddenly he says, my God, what did I do? This lust conquered me. Hey Narayan, what did I become? I was nicely, peacefully doing tapasya inside Yamuna. And today I am sitting with 50 wives and 2,250 children. And everybody has problems. Everybody is coming and talking to me. This I don't like, that you don't find. Your husband, you're not doing this. Oh Krishna, I surrender to you. My ahankara made me think I'll control my mind. But how can I control my mind unless I become a devotee? So then Saubari Muni became a devotee. Then he surrendered. He lifted his hands. Everybody has to one day lift his hands and chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Anybody, whatever he says, whatever he thinks he is, ultimately you have to surrender to Krishna only. Right? You have to surrender to Krishna. You can make the whole world fool. You will find many fools to make them a fool. Already they are fool. Right? Can I become God in Gachibowli? How many people have confidence in me? Come on. I can easily become. I can become Gol Baba. Right? I'm anyway Gol. Right? I'll tell all Gol philosophy. Dunya hai Gol. You don't have a goal. My little soul, please understand. We can establish goal. Goal Baba. Khatam. And some goal fellows will come, Microsoft, Amazon, they'll come. They'll come and sit. Oh, Goal Baba. 50 rupees subscription for goal yoga. Right? One fool will come and sit. I'll create a mantra also. Then some vibhuti I'll keep between my fingers. Swami vibhuti. What did you get? Vibhuti. Budhi raskuntavara. Budhi kosam puttavanu. Buddha ekkada unnadi? What do you want? Vibhuti or Krishna? Vibhuti, bro. My photo also it comes to. Your photo it doesn't. I'll give my photo. That photo Vibhuti will come. Vibhuti. He'll make a fool of you. You are already a fool, third class fool. He'll make a bigger fool of you. That's what happens. That's what happens everywhere. There's so many Babas around. They can do anything. But there are fools. Should we fall for such fools? Tell me. Fall for Krishna. Akarshaiti iti Krishna. Bhagavad Gita is the highest knowledge. Shankaracharya is telling. What will I do with your stupid magic tricks? Look at it. Give me 3 more. Tomorrow I come. How can I hardly produce 3 more? Problem, no? Such kind of cheap Bhagavans, cheap Babas, cheap gods we create and we make a fool of ourselves. No, Prabhuji, they are good people. They are very good people. What is that Ram Rain Darbar? That fellow? He created so much employment for some people, something else, some water connections, some ashrams he opened. But ultimately, what did he do? He exploited people. Don't try to become God. Become a servant of God. And teach people to become servant of God. And don't tell your own philosophy. Tell Bhagavad Gita. Tell Bhagavatam. Teach them that. That is the most important thing. That I will not do. If I do that, then my danda will be closed, no? That is the problem. I will not tell Bhagavad Gita, I will tell my Gita. My Gita. That is the problem. Anything you want, you will write. And people will follow. Some third class people are there. They want cheap magic. Cheap magic they want. Cheap magic, you'll get cheap magic. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj, Guru Maharaj of Srila Prabhupada, he told, the world is filled with 2 kinds of people, cheated and cheaters. The cheated go to the cheater. When they beg, please cheat me. Oh, you have come. Here, get cheated. That is what is happening. But the intelligent people will not fall for all these third class things. Intelligent people, what they do? They will listen to the instruction of Krishna and conquer their lust. That's what they'll do. Bhagavad Gita class is not to tell you some shloka and make you memorize a shloka and then you feel that you know a shloka and then you go and tell that shloka and then you feel, I have done Parayana Bhagavad Gita, I know all the shloka. What is the use if your lust is still sitting inside? You're not even working. What is there inside that shloka? Right? There are a lot of people who tell, I know Bhagavad Gita. My humble submission to all of you Provision Matajis, I don't know Bhagavad Gita. Every time I read Bhagavad Gita, I feel Krishna is telling something new to me. Nobody in this universe can tell, I know Bhagavad Gita. You can tell, I have learned something from Bhagavad Gita. But nobody can tell, I know entire Bhagavad Gita. How is it? It's impossible for anybody to say that I know entire Bhagavad Gita. Because Bhagavad Gita continues to reveal. There is no end to it. Every shloka can be discussed for ages and eternities and lifetimes. Right? That's why Shankaracharya himself is telling. Gita, there is only one Gita, Devaki Putra Gita, Khatam. Eko Shastra Devaki Putta Gitam. There is only one greatest Shastra. Right? Sarva Upanishado Gavo Dokta Gopalavandana. Partho Vacha Sudhir Bhokta Dukta Gita Amrita Muhat. All Upanishads in one single. The book that you are holding in front of you is the ultimate book of the universe. That's all. This beautiful thing in your hand. If you understand this, or even one page of this, you will not take birth again. Cycle stops. Right? That is how. And this book has everything to solve all our problems. It was not just Arjuna's problems that Krishna was solving. He was solving the problems for past, present and future. There won't be any problem that will not be solved when you read Bhagavad Gita. Okay? Let's read the last sloka of this chapter, 43.
Evam buddhe param buddhva
Evam buddhe param buddhva
संस्थाभ्यात्मानम् आत्मना
संस्थभ्यात्मान आत्मना
जहि शत्रुं महाबाहो
जहि शत्रुं महाबाहो
कामरूपं दुरासदम्
कामरूपं दुरासदम्. Thus knowing oneself to be transcendental to the material senses, mind and intelligence. O mighty armed Arjuna, one should study the mind by deliberate spiritual intelligence, Krishna consciousness, and thus by spiritual strength conquer this insatiable enemy known as lust. Right? Who is telling this? Krishna is telling. Conclusion is telling of Karma Yoga. You have to conquer lust, and the only way is Krishna consciousness. Purport. This third chapter of Bhagavad Gita is conclusively directive to Krishna consciousness by knowing oneself as the eternal servitor of the Supreme Personality of Godhead without considering impersonal voidness, the ultimate end. In the material existence of life, one is certainly influenced by propensities for lust and desire for dominating the resources of material nature. Desire for overlording and for sense gratification is the greatest enemy of the conditioned soul. But by the strength of Krishna consciousness, one can control the material senses, the mind and the intelligence. One may not give up work and prescribed duties all of a sudden, but by gradually developing Krishna consciousness, one can be situated in a transcendental position without being influenced by the material senses and the mind, by steady intelligence directed towards one's pure identity. This is the sum total of this chapter. In the immature stage of material existence, philosophical speculations and artificial attempts to control the senses by the so-called practice of yogic postures can never help a man towards spiritual life. He must be trained in Krishna consciousness by higher intelligence. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purports to the third chapter of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita in the matter of karma, yoga, or the discharge of one's prescribed duty in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So, chapter starts speaking about karma. Chapter starts speaking about being a right example. Right? And chapter goes on all the way, it brings to bhakti. Actually, Bhagavad Gita, every chapter is bhakti only. If you have the right guidance, you will see bhakti in every place. There is no meaning to karma yoga without bhakti. Right? Karma yoga, where will it lead you? It will again lead you back to Gachibowli only. Right? But when there is bhakti, then it takes you back to Krishna. But invoking that Krishna consciousness is very important. Otherwise, we will lead a very ignorant life. We will lead a very, very ignorant life. We will not know why we are doing what we are doing. Why did we take birth? These questions will never arise. So Bhakti Yoga is very, very important. Right? We should not be fearful towards God. I'll just conclude by saying we should not be fearful towards God. What we should be fearful is what will happen if I am away from God. Recently we celebrated Narsingha Chaturdashi. Right? So, Lord Narsingha killed Hiranyakashipu, pura cheer phad ke, like completely torn him apart. nails are filled with blood. He kills like thousands of brothers of Hiranyakashipu also, right in front of him, before he finally goes and kills Hiranyakashipu. And his beard is smeared with blood. Lion, right? Narahari. So completely, blood here, blood there, this. Eyebrows are risen, eyes are red. And he's scaring the whole world. The whole world is trembling. Lakshmi Devi is like, who is this person? I never saw my husband like this. Who is he? Brahma is trembling. Arey, what mistake I did? Because of me he came. I gave that comprehensive policy. Because of him he had to come. Right? So much he's scared, and everybody on the planet is scared. Everybody. Lord Shiva is, what is this? I thought I can do Tandav. He is next level. Everybody is scared. And there is a small boy, 5-year-old boy. He's taking a garland and going to the Supreme Lord and is garlanding him. On one side, only God can do this. One eye, this side is making everybody tremble, and other eye is looking lovingly towards Prahlad. Can you do that? Try. Can you do? Bhagwan बोलता है लोग कर सकते हैं? One eye is scaring somebody and one eye is mercifully showing love towards another person. ये try भी कर रहा है. Only God can do that. Only Krishna can do that. None of us can do that. Right? And Prahlad Maharaj is looking at the Supreme Lord. Yes. My Lord, you have come to save me. I am such an insignificant person. You have come to save me. You are the controller, the creator, the origin, Sarva Karana Karanam. I am an insignificant soul. And I have taken birth in Asuric family. I have no qualification to even have your darshan. What to speak of you coming to save me personally? You come to save me personally. And the Supreme Lord is, Prahlad, you are my devotee. But don't get disturbed by my form like this. Narsinghdev tells you. Don't get disturbed by my form. Prahlad says, disturbed? I am not scared of you. Narsinghdev is like, I am scaring the whole universe. This 5-year-old boy is not even scared. And then Prahlad tells a verse. I forgot that verse. But he says, I am not. No bhaya is touching me. And he describes Narsinghdev in that sloka. He tells, your nails which are so sharp, which teared apart the body of my father, those nails, I am not scared. Your beard which is flying and which has blood all over smeared with my father and his brother's blood, I am seeing that beard, I am not scared. Your eyes which are making everybody tremble, the eyes are so ferocious, nobody can dare to look into them, I am looking into them, I am not scared. Your clothes which are filled with blood and so much, everything smeared everywhere, they are so difficult to look at. But looking at that, I am not scared. Right? So he is describing the beauty of Narsinghdev. And at the same time, he is your teeth. My God. Teeth of Narsinghdev. Can you imagine the teeth of Narsinghdev? You can't even imagine. Have you seen a lion anytime? In the zoo you have seen. Right? When it shouts, entire jungle, the roar comes. Roar. And Narsinghadev's roar was so loud. And he was continuously roaring even after killing Hiranyakashipu. Out of anger, all planets, all devatas, everything were coming to stand still. And Prahlad Maharaj says, that roar, I am not scared. Right? So he's describing everything that Narsinghdev did and he's telling, I am not scared. My Lord, I am not scared of you. Narsinghdev is so happy to hear that. So what are you scared of? I am scared of leading a life, a materialistic life, forgetting you. That is what I am scared. I am scared of my materialistic desires, which can take me away from you. That is what I am scared. I am not scared of you. Prahlad says. Prahlad says, how dangerous is this material life? It doesn't even allow you to think who you are. It puts you into illusion. So easily everybody are sucked into this sansara bijam andakupam. No end to responsibilities, no end to obligations, no end to expectations, no end to duties. I'm scared of those. I'm scared of those duties which will make me forget you, my Supreme Lord. That is what I'm scared of. And Narsingh says, if you're taken shelter of me, no fear. It's all gone. And he says, when will you take me to your abode and keep me with you, my dear Lord? I don't want to live here. I've taken birth in a family which is known for doing torture on others. And what choice do I have much when I've taken birth in such a family? Actually, when we take birth in a family like that, we are trained to continue the activities of the family. Taking birth in a good family is a great fortune, Prabhuji and Matajis. Taking birth in a good family, Prahlad says, I am so unfortunate. I have taken birth in a family of asurs, whose only enjoyment is torturing others, whose only enjoyment is abusing others, killing others, eating others. That kind of family have taken birth. Oh my Lord, I am scared that this karma, these activities will make me more, it will suck me more into my spiritual, into my material life. I am scared of that. I am not scared of you. You are my Supreme Lord. You are like putting a mask. Right? Just imagine, Pranil Prabhu is putting a mask. He puts a mask of a tiger. It does like this. What will you all do? Remove the mask. This is Pranil. Similarly, Prahlad Maharaj was not affected by the mask of Narsingh. Because he knew behind that is my beloved Narayan. Just remove that mask and you can see Narayan. What is there to be fearful? He knows the personality behind. What is there to be fearful? But I am fearful of this world. I am fearful of taking birth in this material world. I am fearful of living in this material world. And this material world is designed to give me whatever I don't desire. And it is designed to not give me whatever I desire. That is the nature of this material world. Everything you desire, it will not happen. Everything you don't desire will happen. You try. Think. You don't want this, it will come to you. You want this, it will never come to you. It will make you feel miserable. Dukkhalaya means what? You want to be happy, you will not be happy. You want to look beautiful, you look ugly. You look ugly. Right? You want to be healthy, some disease will come. Huh? This is Dukkhalaya. And Prahlad Maharaj is saying, this is the problem I see in this world. This world is miserable. I am scared that I will fall into the illusion of this world and I will forget you. My greatest desire is keep me in association of your devotees. Prahlad is asking that. He himself is the greatest devotee. And he is saying, keep me in association of devotees. That is the greatest benediction you can give. Because these devotees will keep reminding me of your glories and will never allow me to forget about you. So when you go to Lord Balaji in Venkateswara Swami, what you should ask? Keep me in association of devotees. When you go to Rameshwaram, what you should ask? When you go to Srirangam, what you should ask? When you go to Mathura, what you should ask? Only one desire. We will not ask that until we realize the importance of that. Problem is we will not ask that. You don't realize. The day I forget you, it's a rabbit hole, which I don't know where it will take me. This whole world. There is no end. Sansara bijam andakupam. Andakupam means dark, deep well. There is no end to it. Right? You take birth, you have to study, you have to prove yourself, and then you have to prove that you will get a job or business. Then you have to prove that you can also marry. Then you have to prove that you can also have children. Then you have to prove that you are a good parent. Then to prove that you can get them married also. Then you have to prove them, next also, they are also leading a good life. Otherwise, Whole society will tell what kind of progeny you have given, useless fellows. No. So they have to prove and you have to prove that they prove. Right? And then you are like proving all the time that you are worthy of something. And then Yamaraj will come one day and tell, prove what you did. Right? And then you take birth. Without your knowledge. Whom did you try to satisfy? My granddaughter I satisfied. My grandson I satisfied. My daughter I satisfied. My son I satisfied. పిచ్చోడా ఎప్పుడు బుద్ధి వస్తారని ఎన్ని జన్మలు తీసుకుంటావు అర్థం కావడానికి సాటిస్ఫై కృష్ణ దట్ వన్ థింగ్ యు ఆర్ నాట్ డూయింగ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఎల్స్ యు ఆర్ సాటిస్ఫైయింగ్ ఫర్ వాట్ దే విల్ టేక్ కేర్ ఆఫ్ యూ దే విల్ సేవ్ యూ ఎట్ ద టైమ్ ఆఫ్ డెత్ nobody will understand you when you are young you are looking at old people. Look at the old person, can't even walk only. What is that old person thinking? I was also young like you. How will you understand? You can't understand. There is an analogy, It's cow dung, dry cow dung. Dry cow dung cakes are there, no? They use that to cook in villages. They put it under the fire, they cook it burns and then you cook. So when the dry cow dung cake is being taken, there is another cow dung cake which is wet. That fellow is telling this dry cake, you are useless fellow, now you will get burned. Look at me, I am so wet. What will the dry cow dung cake think? Just a matter of time, you will also become dry. But he will not understand. I am wet. They can't take me, I am wet. They can't take me. See, look at me. Even if they put me in fire, I will not burn, so they will not take me. You are dry, you are useless fellow, you are dry. You will go and get burnt. That is exactly how a young person looks at an old person and thinks. You are going to die now. You are going to die now. You are dry, you are going to die. I am not. I am young, but just a matter of time. Time is the killer of everything. Everything will become. But this knowledge, when it is given at a young age, then you will take your life seriously. Otherwise, what will you do? When you are wet, you will use all that energy, all that purity for all wrong purposes. And then you become a dry cake, good for nothing, to be burnt. To be burnt in some cremation, either under electric fire or under, wood. You will be burnt. All of us sitting, all of us here will be burnt one day. You don't remember that, right? How many times in a day you think? Every time you light a fire, oh, this is going to be my one day, Nitai Gaur Premanande. Think like that? No. Oh, Prabhuji, think positive, na? What negative you are thinking? Think positive, na? Prahlad Maharaj is saying, that is exactly the problem. That I don't think of that when I see the fire. That is exactly the problem. I am not seeing the reality. Reality is in front of me. It's happening around me. But I am not becoming serious in my spiritual life. I am finding reasons. Hair is going. Right? Almost 70% gone. But still 30% morning. You need a comb even for 30%. అరే పిచ్చోడా మొత్తం వెళ్ళిపోయినాయి ఆల్రెడీ. ఇప్పుడు బుద్ధి తెచ్చుకో. I'll buy a wig also. Now in the Gachibowli Chowrasta they kept that poster. You see that? Azharuddin and Boni Kapoor. Microsoft के बाजू में नहीं देखेंगे? हाँ? पहले टकला, अभी हकला. पूरा बाल ऐसा. Looking at that people, oh, there is a possibility of me getting back my hair. What will you do? Any salon you go and see. रंग लगाओ, रंग बरसे, लगा रंग. क्यों? I want to look young. Your mouth is already like an old fellow. पत्ने अपने. But hair is black. How does it look? It looks suddenly awkward, right? Once I told my father, he used to go for hair dye. One day I told, you look beautiful when the hair is white. He said, really? I said, yes. That made him stop. अरे बोलो ना यार, someday. We have to know the reality. Of course, there is nothing wrong in dying, I am not against it. But understand, through that at least see what is happening. You are aging. Death is coming, closer and closer. Right? Become more serious on the internal than the external. External, how long? How long can you look good? Now what is the point in looking good? And Prahlad Maharaj is saying, that is the Maya that I am fearful of. I am not fearful of your form, Lord, nothing there. You can make the whole world scared of you. I am not fearful of you. You are my Supreme Lord. But I am very fearful of your Maya. If I stay in this world, I will also go and do air day. I will also go and try to look good. What is the point? What are you trying to become? And that's the reality. In Bhagavad Gita, when we read, we should understand this reality. That somebody has to keep reminding you that reality again, and that is when you will become detached. Otherwise, you will remain attached forever. You will never become detached. In spite of going to all Char Dhams, in spite of going to all all Tirtha Sthalas, taking water, taking dip in the water, holy rivers, what will come? Nothing will come. That is why association of devotees, it comes to the most fortunate people, most fortunate people. And when the association of devotees comes, that means Krishna is preparing you to come back to him. Devotees have entered your life means khatam, ho gaya. That is the indication. The person who understands this is the most intelligent. The person who ignores this, in the name of family, in the name of financial situation, in the name of job, in the name of business, in the name of body, in the name of whatever, is a Vaishakananda. That is what he is. Right? He is a fool. He is a fool. Fool number one. First grade fool. First grade fool. He is fooling himself. What can you do? Krishna is preparing you to come back to him. You are preparing to not go to Krishna, to enjoy in this world again and again. So, you have to do, and that starts from Satsang. Association. A, B, C, D. A for association. B for Bhagavad Gita, books. C for chanting the holy names. D for diet. Diet means what? Keto diet? Prasadam. Prasadam. Very important. The more prasadam you eat, the more you associate, the more you do kirtan, chanting, devotional activities regularly, most important, regularly, then your life will change. Otherwise, you get taken back into all the kinds of complexities again. See, right now, some of you are attending satsang because Krishna has just removed that illusion. He himself removed that illusion, giving you an opportunity to come here. But if you don't show interest, he'll put back that illusion. Immediately all kinds of problems will come. My wife has to go for shopping, Prabhuji. It's very important. A marriage is coming. My cousin-in-laws, brothers, uncles, daughters, sisters, brother-in-law is dead. If I don't go, my cousin-in-laws, brothers, sisters, daughter-in-laws, husband will be feeling bad. That is why I will not come to satsang. Your wish. Who can force? Nobody can force. You can find 1 lakh reasons to not go to Krishna. 1 lakh reasons. Reasons come here again. Huh? Okay. 5 minutes. We'll end with this. Everybody come up with one beautiful reason not to come to satsang. Starting from here. Yes, Mathan. Go ahead. Not feeling well. Haribol. Not feeling. What are you doing in the house? You are browsing. You can come to satsang now. No. మీ గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నా వినండి. All these online fellows, they can come now. నేను వస్తాను. I'll sleep like this. I'll hear what I want to hear. You talk. Give me one other good reason. I have other work. What work? Mataji? Huh? Weekday I got exhausted. Weekend is too. Yes. Slept late so could not get up. I also tried all these reasons. I am the one. Yes, Mataji. I have to do office work on a weekend. Yes. Focus on my career. Yes. Yes, so focus on my career. Yes, Mataji.
Prepping for AI.
Preparation for AI. Yes. Any other good reasons? Yes. Many reasons, right? I can tell without thinking, I can tell 110 reasons.
So far can't travel.
Huh?
It's so far can't travel.
So far.
It is so far I can't travel. Yes. Ma. Very important. Yes. Yes, Mataji.
Brother's birthday.
Brother's birthday. Very good. Yes.
I'm not getting anything actually. Most of them have covered.
Oh, come on. Really? So many reasons are there. I could not see my chappal. Don't laugh. One person told me that also. I could not find my chappal. I could not come. Yes, Mataji? I am going to my hometown. Where is your home? I don't know. Vaikunta is your home. No. I want to go to Kunta, not Vaikunta. Yes. Yes, Mataji. My parents are in the house. Huh? Yes, very good. This is a very famous reason. Yes, Mataji. Huh? I could not wake up only. Hare Krishna. Yes. Office day you'll wake up. Yeah. Yes, Mataji. Go ahead. What reason comes to your mind? Your friends planned something else. Your dear friends. Oh, dosti. Yes, Mataji. Yeah. You have to go for shopping. Very good. Yes, shopping. Yes. Pranil Prabhu, bolo.
I have a trip next week, so I need to do something for the trip. Something.
Oh, trip planning. Trip advisor work he has to do. Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu. I mean, good reasons, right? Yeah, tell me.
Petrol shortage is there, so.
Petrol shortage is there. Hare Krishna. Petrol is not there. Huh?
For office rather than going there and exhausting.
Exhausting. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji is coming from far distance, he and his wife. Hari Bol. Yes.
Household groceries.
Groceries you have to bring. Hare. Who will bring groceries? What will I eat, Prabhuji? You will tell Krishna, Krishna. Krishna give me? No. I have to go for groceries. Yes. Mataji?
Maid came late.
Maid came late. Hari Bol. This is amazing. This is a Brahmastra. Even I can't do anything. The only thing I can tell is, Mataji, I will come and do Bartan Bhajan. Please come to Satsang. Right? Hare, you are not there. Come on, tell me. Acha reason.
I was thinking the same one.
No, now you are telling new one. Think. Your turn will come. Yes, Prabhu. Bolo.
We will come when we are in 40s or 50s.
Prabhu, 40s or 50s?
60s or 70s.
60s, 70s. Prabhuji, come on.
At that time, if you ask, they will tell 80s, 90s.
80s, 90s. 80s, 90s is good. Yeah, these days, nobody is living beyond 70. Anybody who is alive more than 70 is bonus time right now. Yeah. Yes.
Relatives at home.
Relatives at home. Which relatives? Blood relatives. Blood sucking relatives are at home. Yes. Somebody is feeling, "Oh, can you call me related to blood sucking? I will not come to your class again." Rag. Thank you. Weekend plans with friends. Yes, very important. You already planned. All these reasons. Yes, Prabhu. Family responsibilities. Only on Saturday morning you'll remember all family responsibilities. Yes, everything bad I did, I have to fix on this morning only. Yes, Prabhu. Bolo, aapka reason kya?
Couldn't sleep well last night.
Couldn't sleep well last night. Kya karu? Prabhuji, movie was so long. Not my fault. When I started the movie, I thought it was only 1.5 hours. It was 2.5 hours. How can you blame me? Krishna, you should make the movie short. Yes. Yes, Prabhu. Doctor appointment. Hare Krishna. Only Saturday morning he gives appointment. Yes. Yes, Prabhu. Huh? Headache. Their headache, idhar come to bahut zyada headache. If Prabhu will tell so many things, more headache will come. Yes, Rao Prabhu. Other important work. Other means what? Give one specific. Trip to? Some trip you have to go. Some trip you have to go. Hare Krishna. Yes.
Which you can say no. Heat stroke.
Huh?
Heat stroke.
Heat stroke. Because of Vivaswan, sun god, I am not coming to satsang. Yes. One devotee told me once, Prabhuji, you start the satsang a little late because, it's winter time, too much breeze is there, you should start around 9 o'clock. Then again after some time, Prabhu, start a little early because heat is coming. And the person who is telling doesn't go to satsang himself. Once in a while comes and gives an advice. You start late or start early. Free advices. Yes, Prabhu.
It's too hot.
Too hot. Prasadam or sun? Nobody is speaking about prasad. Nobody is speaking. Producer khichdi. I'll not come to satsang. Keep some puri, vada, Mysore bhaji, I'll come. Yes. Anybody else behind?
Only on Saturdays I'm allergic to the weather.
Only on Saturdays you are
I'm allergic to the weather.
allergic to
Weather.
weather.
Too hot.
Very good. Too hot. Very good. Very good. Yeah, quickly we'll wrap up. Anybody, any special reason? Anybody? Sushil Prabhu.
Wife not well.
Wife not well. Hari bol. Really? Hare Krishna.
और अगर दूर रहता हूँगा तो मुझे आज कैब मेरा महंगी मिल रही है.
Cab ज़्यादा महंगी मिल रही है. Yes, yes, yes. Any other unique reason? Quickly, lift your hand.
I already have.
Genuinely have a business trip for a week.
Genuinely have
Business trip for a week.
business trip for a week. Genuinely you have.
I have it.
You have. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Yes. Huh? You have to? You have to go outside with your friends. Yeah, yeah. Yes, Mata, last.
It's available online. Why to come?
This is online fever. మీ గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నా. It's available online. Why to go? Yes. So, Prabhuji and Mataji, there can be lakhs of reasons we can come up with to not go to a satsang. But Krishna is only looking at one reason to come to satsang. Only one reason he is looking at. Right? For that one reason you come to satsang, Krishna will feel very happy. Krishna will feel very happy. Why? Because you are discussing what I want to tell you and you are preparing yourself to come back to me. And Prahlad Maharaj is saying that one reason is most important for me. All the millions of reasons are very scary to me. That I'll forget that one reason. And that one reason, please keep it alive. When we sing Narsimha Arati, at the end of Satsang, we request Lord Narsimhadev to save that one reason. Save that one reason. That little Bhakti Lata beej, which is very thin, which is very fragile, which has just sprouted, like from a seed, a little sprout has come out. How fragile is it? Our bhakti is like that. It's very fragile. Little disturbance, it can die. So we pray to Lord Narsimhadev, O Bhakta Vatsala, the one who comes personally to save his devotees, please save my devotion. Please save my devotion. Because my devotion is so fragile, so small, I can easily get drifted away. So please save my devotion. Right? And please keep me in association of your devotees. Sadhu Sangha. Sadhu Sangha, Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastrakaya. Lavamatra Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhika. Even one single association of a devotee will make me realize what is important in life. Otherwise, everything else will become important in life. Everything else will become important in life. And I challenge you with my own little 20-gram realization. The day you start depending on Krishna, you will see magic happening in your life. You literally experience that. You will enjoy that. How he is taking care of things. How he is taking care of your job. Of course, you have to do your efficient job at office. But everything else is taken care. How he is taking care of your family. How he is taking care of your diseases, your problems. Everything is taken care when you start working for him. When you start working for him. You should start working for him. Right? So one nice announcement I have is we have taken on rent new Bhakti Center on Vihanga Road. Haribol. So in another few weeks the furnishing work is starting from this Monday, and in another few weeks we will be moving this satsang to the center itself, right there the satsang will happen. And where is the satsang? Where is that place? Vasi Reddy Sweets, you see that? That very building, 3rd floor. It's very close, right? And we can invite so many new devotees. I'll be starting a new batch, right? Starting from SSR, proper, professionally, you can invite in a big way, invite families, invite Prabhujis, Matajis, and there'll be a lot of planning of children sessions that we'll be planning. A lot of things that can benefit this entire locality. It will be a busy center, all the time busy with programs and devotees. Right? Are you all excited? Very, very close. So Krishna chose the place. We were nicely settled in that place, but now Krishna is choosing to come here. Because Krishna is feeling the pain of people working in Microsoft. So he's coming right behind Microsoft. Become soft, I'll take care of you. Hare Krishna. So let's pray to Lord Narsingadev that the center comes up nicely. And I humbly request, start thinking about contributing on a regular basis to this center. Right? You can send me a message. What you can do, minimal. 10 rupees also is a contribution. 10 lakhs is also a contribution. 1,000 is also a contribution on a monthly basis. If you contribute like that, then we can run the center without any problem. Because we took it on a big rent. But it is needed. When we want to help preacher, help these kind of activities, help sadhu sangha to happen, then we need a center. Right? So the center name will be ISKCON Bhakti Center Gachibowli. It is going to be right there in another couple of weeks. So right now also I'm raising funds for doing that. So please message me personally and let us see how soon it will come. My target is next 2 weeks. Shift most of the thing here and make it nice and comfortable for all of us. And we'll be also starting Nitya Annadana Prasad there. Every day, there will be at least 200 people Prasad will be giving out in the evening. You can go and serve also, standing there every day. Right? Slowly, one by one, we are going to start. All our birthdays, anniversaries, we'll celebrate by giving, not by taking. In a little way, small way. We did that already in Bhakti Center. Nitya Annadan Prasad has been happening in Bhakti Center for the last 3 years now. Right? In between there was a little gap. But now with coming here, we'll cook this big bhagona of prasad and we'll serve. Everybody can celebrate by going there and serving. That is the idea. And very, 1500 rupees? 1500 or something for this much prasad. We used to get it done and serve there. Right? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jai Nrsingarti, Hari Bol. Turn this way. Keep it a little far.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
की, भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की।